Hello everyone, Xeno What If here. To bring in a new what if called, What If Jaune Arc Was the Betrayed and Became Clone Commando Part 1. Link down in the description of the fan fiction of this, what if. Listen here YouTube. I do not own anything and this isn't a scam. Chapter 1. In the planet of Utapau, a battle rages on as the clones of the 212th Battalion are pushing the droids back. We see the commanding officer of the 212th, Clone Marshal Commander CC-2224 nicknamed Cody, overseeing the battle in one of the platforms alongside a couple of clone troopers. He hears the sound of a creature behind him and turns, revealing it to be his Jedi General, Obi-Wan Kenobi. He began approaching him. Obi-Wan, Commander, contact your troops. Tell them to move to the higher levels. Cody then removed his helmet, revealing his face to be none other than Jaune Arc, but not the Jaune Arc we all know. No, this here is a clone and as well as all the clone troopers in this planet. Cody, very good sir. Before Kenobi left, Cody gave him something. Cody, oh by the way, I think you'll be needing this. He handed him his lightsaber. Obi-Wan, thank you, Cody. Now let's get a move on. We got a battle to win here. Cody, yes sir. Obi-Wan rides with his mount, Boga, to one of the rock pathways as he heads to one of the Separatists' bases. Meanwhile, Cody gets a transmission and answers it with his holopad communicator, revealing it to be a hooded figure. That person is Palpatine. Palpatine, Commander Cody. The time has come, execute Order 66. Cody, yes, my lord. Cody deactivated the holopad and looks at Kenobi. Cody, Trooper, contact the others and alert them that Order 66 has been given. Have a team be ready to lead General Kenobi to the gunship, once we're done here. We'll head to the rendezvous point. 212th Trooper, sir yes sir. Cody looks at the battle as one thought came into his mind. Cody, the Chancellor thought he could fool us, well the General is one step ahead of him. Let's hope the others are doing fine on their end. On one of the Venator cruisers, it is still in hyperspace as they are heading back to Coruscant, due to their prisoner. In the bridge, Captain or now Commander CC-7567 otherwise known as Rex is speaking to Palpatine in the holopad. Palpatine, execute Order 66. Rex, yes, Lord Sidious. The doors of the bridge open, as Ahsoka Tano runs in. Ahsoka, Rex, it's Anakin. I feel like something terrible has happened. Rex turns around as the doors open to the bridge revealing it to be ARC Trooper Jesse and a squad of 332nd Legion clone troopers. Rex, Ahsoka you need to listen to me, there is a plot to destroy the Jedi and what we learned is that the Chancellor is behind all of this. Ahsoka, the Chancellor. Rex, yes, we learned from the General that we clones have inhibitor chips in our heads that will force us to follow Order 66. Ahsoka, and what is this Order 66? Jesse, Order 66, it's a directive where any or all Jedi leadership must be executed for treason against the Republic. Ahsoka, so if you guys didn't get these chips removed then? Rex, we would have executed the order without hesitation. The chip will make sure we follow the order. Ahsoka, wait, Anakin, he's in danger. Jesse and the clones all look down. Jesse, Commander, I think you need to see this. Jesse then goes to the holopad and activates a call he received from Coruscant. The call opens, revealing it to be Commander Appo, who now commands the 501st after Rex went off to Mandalore. Rex, Appo, what's the situation on Coruscant? Appo, we linked up with the fleet and are heading to the rendezvous point. Commander Thayer and Fox reported that majority of the Coruscant Guard are with us but they had to eliminate those that were loyal to Palpatine. Ahsoka, and Anakin, where is he? Appo didn't answer immediately but looks down in sadness. Appo, sorry Commander, but General Skywalker is a traitor. He went to our barracks with the order of attacking the Jedi Temple. We were going to apprehend him but he escaped, I lost a lot of men. Ahsoka falls to her knees and couldn't believe what she's hearing. Jesse was comforting her as she cries. Rex, were you able to save any of the Jedi in the temple? Appo, barely. Fives contacted me and said when they were evacuating the temple. They were attacked by the covert ops clone troopers. Rex, this is bad, the General informed us those clones only answer to the Supreme Chancellor. We need to make sure they don't follow our trail. Appo, We're already on it. Captain Fordo was able to assist Fives and his squad. They were able to pick up their comms. So we'll know what they're planning. Rex. Good. We'll meet you at the rendezvous point. Apo. We'll see you soon, Commander. Across the galaxy, multiple clone officers received the order as they began to inform their Jedi generals of the situation. In one of the Venator cruisers, Jaro Tapal is with his Padawan Cal Kestis, with them as the clone commander of the 13th Battalion. Jaro. Braca is secure. We move out for Megiddo shortly. Cal. Yes. Jaro. You must. Jaro Tapal recoils from what he left as he can see the commander opened the holo pad and the order was given. Palpatine. Execute Order 66. Cal. Master, are you okay? The clone commander ends the call and began speaking to Jaro. 13th Commander. Sir, we need to leave Braca now and head to the rendezvous point. Commander Bakara informed us that the 21st Nova Corps is leaving Megiddo. Don't worry, General, we are not your enemy, the 13th Battalion will stay with you. Jaro. Understood, Commander, but you need to explain to me what is going on. 13th Commander. Understood. In the planet Megiddo, the 21st Nova Corps have finished their battle and have left the planet. Clone Marshal Commander CC-8826 nicknamed Bakara contacts the rest of the clones in the Outer Rim. Bakara. So were you able to leave the planet? Bakara is speaking to two other clone commanders. They are CC-5052 nicknamed Bly, the clone marshal commander of the 332nd Star Corps. And CC-8826 nicknamed Neo, the clone marshal commander of the 91st Reconnaissance Corps. Neo. Yes, we have encountered a few of these covert clones but were able to eliminate them. Bly. We've just received word from Cody that him and Kenobi left the planet. Bakara. Any word on Gree? Bly. As of now, no. Neo. Then let's hope they made it out of there. In the planet of Kashyyyk, the 41st Elite Corps have finished the battle and are preparing to leave. Jedi Master Yoda is being escorted to the gunship by Senior Commander CC-1004 nicknamed Gree. As they enter the gunship, he watches Yoda say his goodbye to Chewbacca and Tarful as the gunships leave and head to the Venator. In another part of the galaxy, on the planet of Collar, Commander CC-10994, also known as Grey, received the order from his holopad communicator. Palpatine. Execute Order 66. His Jedi General Depa Billaba looks at him as he puts away the holopad communicator. Grey. General, we need to go now. Depa. Commander, what's wrong? What's going on? Grey. There's no time. Styles, get the kid and the Bad Batch to the ship now. We need to move. Apo informed us that the covert ops are heading their way here. Styles. On it. Styles, a clone captain, runs towards Caleb alongside a squad of clones. They also hear the sound of the Bad Batch running to them. Grey. Be advised, boys. According to Commander Cody, the Bad Batch haven't removed their chips yet, so watch the kids back. Styles. Copy that, boss, you heard him, men. Stay cautious of them, one wrong move and we stun them, got it? They all nod. Caleb. Wait, Styles, what's happening? Styles. There's not time, kid, we need to get to the gunships now. Hunter. Wait, what's going on? Echo. Yeah, we saw all of you leaving the battle in a hurry, did something happen? Styles told Caleb to run on ahead, he was escorted with a squad to protect him as Styles told the Bad Batch of the situation. Hunter. So Reg, mind telling us what's going on? Styles. There's a plot to destroy the Jedi as well as the Republic. From the info we have, it was revealed that the Chancellor orchestrated this whole war. Echo. The Chancellor. Styles. Yes, and from what we discovered it seems we have chips in our heads that will force us to do the bidding of the Chancellor. This Order 66 will force us to kill the Jedi, make us believe that they are the traitors. Crosshair. And how would you know you've all been lied to? Everyone looks at Crosshair as Styles and the clones get ready to stun him. Hunter. Crosshair, what are you talking about? Crosshair. How would you know that this is a lie given to you all by the Jedi and that the Chancellor might be right that the Jedi are taking over the Republic? Clone. Because the info came from the General himself. Wrecker. The General. Whose? Tech. He means John, the template of the whole clone army. Echo. So he was the one that discovered this. Styles. Yes, but right now we need to go. Before those covert troopers get here. Crosshair, we're not going anywhere. Crosshair began aiming his sniper rifle as Styles and all the clones aim their blasters. Hunter on the other hand is trying to stop this. Hunter, Crosshair, what are you doing? Crosshair, following orders, these clones. Every single one of them are traitors. Hunter, Crosshair, stand down now. The clones set their sights on Crosshair and wait for him to pull the trigger, and when he was about to pull the trigger. Hunter, Crosshair, no. A shot was heard as Crosshair got stunned and falls to the ground. The Bad Batch were wondering where that shot came from as Styles signals one of the clones to come out of hiding. Styles, nice shot, Soot. Soot, thanks Captain. Hunter, so what will you do to Crosshair? Styles, we'll keep him in the brig until we can get your chips removed. Our best bet is to head to the fleet, we're meeting with the rest of the clone army. Echo, wait, the entire clone army knows of this plot. Styles, yes. Tech, if the entire clone army knows about this, then what is happening in Kamino right now? Surely word of this would have come out soon. Styles, it has, but preparations were already made beforehand. In the planet of Kamino, all the clones are rushing as multiple cruisers have already left the planet. They loaded multiple equipment and gear to be used for this fight as well as the cloning equipment to be used for creating more clones. Kamino Clone Commander, hurry up men. We need to leave ASAP. Now double time. The Kamino Clone Commander alongside the Clone Kamino security evacuated the remaining equipment and gear in the cloning facility to make sure the Chancellor and his allies wouldn't retrieve it. Kamino Security Clone, sir, we've just received word that Tarkin is heading his way here soon. Kamino Clone Commander, then we need to move now, or else we'll face a fight in our hands. Kamino Security Clone, yes sir. Meanwhile a little girl can be seen heading to the hangar bay with a bunch of her things as she looks around and sees all the clones moving quickly to the ships. Omega, please head to the ship now, we are leaving. Omega, of course. In a location in the middle of space, a fleet of around 12 Venator-class star destroyers are all waiting for the rest of the clone army to arrive as they see multiple cruisers jump out of hyperspace. In the bridge a clone watches the cruisers. His armor is much more different than the other clones, as this is no clone. This man here is Jaune Arc, or just Jaune now. The template of the clone army and a general. Jaune during the war discovered the plot against the Jedi, during one of the battles in the war. One of the clones suddenly attacked a Jedi during the battle and was arrested. He wanted to know why the clone attacked the Jedi. He got his legion and led an investigation, discreetly as to not let anyone know. It led him all the way back to Kamino, where he found information regarding the chips. He learned that this chip will make the clones follow an order without hesitation. He wondered what order that was. The one clue that gave it away was the clone trying to kill the Jedi. He looked at all orders and directives and found Order 66. With this, he got all this information and kept it with him in secret. After that he made sure his entire legion was free from the inhibitor chip. After that, Jaune contacted his most trusted clones and presented them with the information. Safe to say, they were all shocked with this. Even when Jaune was chosen to be the template he was not told of this information as well. With this, Jaune ordered all clones to remove their inhibitor chips as soon as possible. The results was all of the clones in the Grand Army of the Republic had all their chips removed, but the problem was Kamino, there are still clones with these chips. There, Jaune and a couple of high-ranking clones, and that includes an ARC trooper named Alpha 17, went to Kamino and presented them this information and told them to remove these chips as they are being used for something sinister. It took a lot of persuasion, but they got the job done. They had multiple clones watch the Kaminoans and made sure they aren't doing anything suspicious. They also made sure to keep this a secret from their Jedi generals to keep the illusion that Palpatine's plans are going smoothly. They almost got caught when an incident with Tup's chip malfunctioned. They were able to keep it under wraps and at the end were able to save Tup. Now that the order has been executed, Jaune hopes that whatever fight will come, will hopefully end this conflict once and for all. Sir, the commanders are here. Jaune looks behind him and sees his officers of his legion. Jaune here leads what is known as the 636th Juniper Legion, a unit comprised of 4 regiments. The first unit is led by Clone Commander CC-1001 nicknamed Crocia. His armor is given a yellow colorization with some added dark yellow and gold into it. He wears a helmet similar to Wolf's. It has a rangefinder scope, and antennas as well as a single floodlight. His armor is equipped with both a pauldron and a comma, a rank insignia in his chest and some ammo pouches. His unit of clones all sport the same colors, but they are all equipped with pauldrons and comma. The second is Clone Commander CC-1217 nicknamed Storm. His armor is given a colorization of both green and black with added gray and pink linings. His helmet has the rangefinder with his helmet visor glowing pink. He also added a small feather that he made in his helmet, and his armor has a comma and pauldron equipped. His unit also shares the same colors, but their helmets are ARF Trooper helmets. Then there is Clone Commander CC-1422 nicknamed Monhild. His helmet is colored both orange and light blue. He is equipped with a visor, 2 orange stripes coming down the sides of the top of his helmet, a modified chin extension, and integrated antennas in his helmet and shoulder. His armor is colored pink and dark blue with some added gray linings. He has a rank insignia in his chest as well as a small jetpack and a DC-17 holster in his right leg. His unit shares the same color as well, but their helmets are equipped with a visor, 2 orange stripes coming down the sides of the top of their helmets, a pauldron on their right shoulder, and 2 backpacks, one on their back and one hanging around their left side. They are also equipped with a DC-17 holster. And the last is Clone Commander CC-1614 nicknamed Milo. His helmet is equipped with macro binoculars which are painted gold and has red markings all around the helmet. His armor is colored gold with different shades of brown, equipped with a comma, pauldron, and a bunch of ammo pouches strapped to his right arm, and by his right shoulder. His unit shares the same colors as well and are equipped with both a comma and a pauldron as well as some extra ammo pouches on the same location as their commander. Jaune looks at his 4 commanders. These 4 wanted to honor his team, Jaune, and painted their armor in his team's colors and named them after their weapons. He wonders what Pyrrha, Ren, and Norris' reactions will be when he sees this. He ignores the thought and proceeds to the task at hand. Jaune. Then let's proceed, shall we? Chapter 2. Jaune heads down to the hangar bay, followed by his 4 commanders. Once they reach the hangar bay, they are met with hundreds of clones. Jaune can see all of them are from different legions, due to the color of their armor. He even sees some specialized units are here as well, including some ARC troopers and clone commandos that he recognized. He got out of his thoughts when a clone went up to him. 636th clone. Sir, the commanders are waiting. Jaune nods as him and his commanders head to the area where all of them are meeting. It was a big holotable. Jaune can see all of the clone commanders in the hologram and a few of the other clone officers are with him on this ship. Jaune. Now then, on to business. What's the count of our forces? Neo. So far we have around 250 ships. We still have more heading here, but we need to move sooner or later in case Palpatine finds our location. Jaune. I assume everything in Kamino went smoothly. Kamino Clone Commander. We were able to evacuate all of the equipment and gear, but the rest were fighting against Tarkin's force that have just arrived in Kamino. Looks like Palpatine suspected something was afoot. Jaune. Were all of you able to escape? Kamino Clone Commander. Yes sir, but at the cost of losing a couple of my men and the entire facility of Kamino. There were murmurs all around the clones. Crocia. What do you mean? What happened to Kamino? Kamino Clone Commander. We've decided that if Tarkin or Palpatine ever tries to do another cloning project, then it's best we destroy Kamino entirely. Jaune nods. He understands the situation. If they left Kamino with Palpatine, who knows what plans he has for this, it was a good call for them to destroy it. Jaune. Don't worry Commander, you needed to do what's right. But were you able to save the rest of the clones in Kamino? Kamino Clone Commander. Yes sir, these guys may be new but they can put up a fight, I can tell you that. Jaune then looks around and notices a few of the clone legions are not present. Jaune. Where are the 501st Legion, the 212th and the Coruscant Guard? Bakara. General, Rex and Cody informed me that they took a small squad and went with General Kenobi to confront Skywalker and Mustafar. Gree. And Master Yoda is in Coruscant to face off Palpatine. Thyre informed me Yoda is facing him alone, while they're his escape route. Jaune. I see. Very well then, as of right now we'll continue waiting for the rest of our forces to arrive here. Thanks to the efforts of Fives and Fordo we will now know the covert ops plans and will monitor their comms. In the meantime, all of you stay vigilant, from what I heard back in Coruscant. We are now all traitors to this galactic empire. To all clones out there in the Outer Rim, good luck and I'll be waiting for your arrival. The holocall ends as Jaune and his commanders head back to the bridge. He goes to the holopad and brings up a map of dozens of planets. Crocia. As of now, we still haven't found a perfect planet to put our base in. Storm. And with the covert ops searching for every last clone, they'll no doubt be heading to every single planet. Monhild. Plus we have more clone units scattered all across the galaxy, we won't have enough time before the Empire finds us. Jaune on the other hand searches for his homeworld of Remnant in hopes that it is far away from the clutches of the Empire, that could work as a base for the meantime. Milo. General, what planet are you searching for? Jaune. Remnant. Crocia. Remnant, didn't you tell us that was your home? Monhild. And the place where your so-called friends betrayed you. Storm. Monhild, please don't bring back some bad memories for the general. Jaune. No worries Storm, the only people that stood by me are my team and that's it. I still have friends there. Milo. Do you think Remnant can be a good base for us in the meantime? Jaune. I mean it could work. Remnant is a very backwater planet and the Empire won't have any interest in a planet such as this. But if we were to set up a base here, our only problem is Atlas, the greedy councils, and the White Fang. Storm. There's no chance we can negotiate with them. Jaune. No, the White Fang hate humans, so they'll attack us without hesitation. The same goes for Atlas, they are very greedy when it comes to technology, they will steal our equipment and use it for their own personal gain. Milo. So if ever go to Remnant, our best option is to take these guys out. Jaune. Sadly yes. These people will bring war to us, so our best choice is to eliminate them once and for all. Jaune continues searching for his homeworld in the map and found nothing. Jaune. Damn it please help me with this one. Just please. Then all of a sudden Jaune heard a voice. Ask and you shall receive Jaune. Jaune was shocked when he heard a voice in his head, but suddenly he was transported into an unknown realm. Jaune. What the? Where am I? Well, it's been a long time hasn't it Jaune? Jaune gasps when he recognizes the voice. Jaune. Yes Jaune, it's me and it seems you've asked for my help. Jaune. Indeed, you already know the situation and you understand why we need to hide out in Remnant. Indeed I do, but you do know what you will be returning to. Jaune. I know. Jaune remembers all the students that bullied and tormented him every day, Weiss and Yang doing the same thing to him, even Ruby and Blake not helping him at all. Then there's Goodwitch not even caring for him, the same goes for majority of the teachers, they saw him as someone who doesn't deserve any of it. Even his family disowned him over a bunch of papers. Jaune. But I don't have a choice, the Empire will be hunting for us and we need a place to lay low. Plus, I would love to see my old team again. Team JNPR, his old team. Pyrrha, Ren, and Nora stayed by his side throughout it all, but at the cost of them getting insults hurled at them as well. But they endured, for him. Well for starters Jaune, things have been bad ever since you left. Jaune. What do you mean? What happened? As began showing him the events of the fall of Beacon. Safe to say Jaune is shocked. Jaune. How can they let this happen? Their arrogance and Ozpin's inability of dealing with this situation has led to this. Jaune. I have to save them. Pyrrha, Ren, Nora, they don't deserve this. That's why I'm sending you there Jaune, you and your clones will be tasked in going into Remnant and to stop this pitiful war created by the Brother Gods. Jaune. What about the Jedi, the Empire? The rest of the galaxy? In due time the clones will be there to help the coming rebellion, but in the meantime this is a losing fight. The Empire is growing stronger as we speak and soon a weapon capable of mass destruction will be built soon. Jaune. And why can't we stop that first? Because for now it is a losing battle, in due time the tides of this war will shift and that is when you and the clone army will come into play. Jaune just sighs in frustration, yes he wants to go to Remnant and help his friends but the galaxy needs more help with the Empire, he wonders what could this weapon be. Jaune. Fine, I'll accept your request. Good, and as a gift. I will be sending you some much needed support. Once all of you have gathered I will make my appearance, until then farewell Jaune. Then all of a sudden, a bright light hits Jaune and he wakes up, he sees that he is still in the bridge of his ship as his commanders are looking at him. Crocia, sir, are you alright? Jaune, yes, I'm fine. Did anything happen? Crocia, nothing out of the usual, sir. More and more cruisers have been arriving and so far no one has detected our location. Jaune, good, let's keep it that way. Jaune then walks to the front of the ship as he looks at the cruisers all arriving from hyperspace. Jaune, just what else will you give me? What kind of support did you say you'll give me? He was interrupted when one of the clone naval officers detected something. Clone naval officer, sir, we have multiple cruisers that jumped out of hyperspace. Jaune sees a group of Venator and Acclamator star destroyers entering their sector. Jaune, are they friendlies? Jaune is now joined by his commanders as they look outside. Clone naval officer, they are, but, wait a minute. This doesn't seem right. Crocia, what is it? Clone naval officer, these codes, they're all transmitting or old, even some of their troopers that contacted us are listed as dead. Storm, are you sure this isn't a trick? It could be the covert ops. Clone naval officer, comms said they're not. Majority of them are all units that were listed as Kia in the war, even one of them are clones that have fought the recent battles general. Even some of them claimed they just died when they fought Skywalker and Mustafar. Jaune then walks up to the window and looks at the fleet of cruisers heading in as he sees more and more of them coming. He can hear his commanders deciding on what to do here as he gave out his order. Jaune, contact those cruisers and bring a small detachment of their soldiers here. As for the four of you, send a unit and make sure to keep your eyes peeled. We don't know who these clones are, so let's be cautious. Is that understood? Commanders, yes sir. Jaune, good, let's move. Jaune and his four commanders rush out of the bridge and went to the hangar bay as quick as they can. Jaune, on the other hand, had one thought in mind. Jaune, was the support you gave me, all the clones that perished in this war. Did you decided to give them all a second chance of life? Chapter 3. Jaune and his four commanders rushed towards the hangar bay as a fleet of ships all entered. All the clones were expecting the rest of the other units to arrive, but once those doors opened, well, they're in for a surprise. Jaune quickly heads to the nearest ship and identifies the clone. He can see that he looks very confused right now and wonders why majority of the clones are all wearing a different set of armor. The same goes for the other clones, they wonder why that clone is wearing Phase 1 armor. Jaune, trooper identity yourself. Denel, sir. Sergeant Denel of the 501st Legion, sir. Jaune, Denel. Didn't Rex inform me that you and a clone named Coho died back at the Deveran system? Denel, yes sir, we died. We still don't know how we got here, all we know is we suddenly woke up in a Venator cruiser. Clone, he's right sir, majority of the people on our ship were clones that died in battle. Jaune, and what's your designation, trooper? Heavy, sir, CT 782, sir. Denel, his name is Heavy, and him and the entire squad that was wiped out in the Rishi Moon is alive. Crocia approaches Jaune as he's holding a datapad. Crocia, sir, even more and more signals are appearing in this sector sir, all of them are clones that have died in battle. Storm, and you won't believe this but those that have been brought back go all the way back to the first battle of Geonosis. Monhild, first battle of Geonosis. If I remember right, hundreds and thousands of clones died there. That's a lot of them that are back now. Milo, reports from one of the cruisers stated 4,982 clone commandos are present there as well, and they even said they go way back from the first battle of Geonosis. Monhild, man, we have a lot of work to do. Crocia, but at least we have an army and a big one at that. Storm, yup, with all this info about clones coming back to life then our manpower is over 1 million plus by now. Milo, or even more, there are a lot of clones that died in this war. Jaune then goes up to one of the crates and addresses all of his men. Jaune, everyone listen up, I know this sounds crazy but you have to believe me. In due time you will all get your answers on how this all happened, but I'll say this right now. All the clones you see that said they died have all been brought back to life. And yes, it is what it means. All of the clones that have died during the Clone Wars have now been brought back to life. Then cue all the murmurs and whispers from the clones, safe to say. They're all shocked beyond belief. Jaune, that's why I want all of you in my legion and the rest of the veteran clones to head to those ships and help us identify all of these clones who have just been brought back. They will be really confused on the situation, so we need to explain it to them thoroughly. Is that understood? You'll also like clones. Sir, yes sir. Jaune jumps down from the crate and walks to Crocia. Jaune, any word on the others? Crocia, the rest of the commanders have just arrived and they're heading to our cruiser now. Thyre contacted me, they've just arrived. Cody and Rex though, are on the Polis Massa research base. Jaune, why are they there? Crocia, they didn't specify, said it involved Senator Amidala. Jaune, I see. Contact them and relay the information. It's going to be busy right now. Crocia, understood. Time skip. The rest of the 501st and 212th Fleet have arrived. Inside the bridge, Rex looks at the window and sees multiple cruisers everywhere. Fives. Quite a sight, ain't it? Rex. Yeah, the entire Grand Army of the Republic is here and away from Palpatine's hands. Fives. You got that right. Who knows what would have happened to us if Order 66 were to actually happen. Rex. I don't want to know. Fives. I don't want to know. Just then Jesse enters the bridge. Jesse. Sir, the general is heading his way here and he has something for us. Rex. What do you mean? Jesse. It's best you head to the hangar bay, sir. The general said it's something you need to see for yourself. Both Rex and Fives, followed by Jesse, went to the hangar bay as a RWBY-class transport shuttle enters the cruiser and lands. The transport shuttle opens up, revealing it to be Jaune and Crocia, alongside a large group of clone troopers of the 501st and a bunch of other shinies. Fives. Hey, is it me or are those clones all wearing Phase 1 armor? Jesse. Yeah they are, but why do some of them seem very familiar? Jaune heads down to where Rex is and explains the situation. Rex. General, what brings you here? Did something happen while we were gone? Jaune. You can call it that, but what happened here was good and, well, it's best if I just show you. As Jaune had one of the clones walk towards them and Rex was shocked seeing the clone right in front of him. Hardcase. Hey Captain or Commander now. It's been a while. Rex. Hardcase. But how? Jesse. Wait, Hardcase, that's impossible. Both Fives and Jesse rushed to Hardcase, not believing that he is alive. Fives. Are you really Hardcase? We saw you die in the Separatist supply ship. Hardcase. Yup, it's me alright, don't know how I got here. But it's the same with everyone else, we died and all woke up here. Rex. Wait, so you're telling me that? Jaune. These clones you are seeing right now have all perished in the war and have now been brought back to life. Fives. You're joking, right General? Jaune. I'm afraid I'm not. Jesse. I can't believe it, so that means everyone is back. Jaune. Yup, they go all the way back from the first battle of Geonosis, and you guys got your old 501st men back. Heard a lot of them were killed back at Umbara and now they're here and are ready to serve you once again. Rex couldn't believe what he's hearing. Everyone, and I mean every single one of his brothers, are now back. He felt like this was some kind of dream, but it was real, it's all real. Fives on the other hand had one thought in mind. Fives. Wait, is Heavy here or the rest of Domino Squad? Heavy. You don't need to look for that long old friend. Fives couldn't believe what he is hearing and turns to the voice and sees his squad, Heavy, Cut Up, and Droid Bait. Fives ran up to them and gave the three a hug. He has tears in his eyes. Fives. It's good to see you guys again. Cut Up. Well, look at you now. Fives, an ARC trooper. Droid Bait. Wait, where's Echo? Fives. With the Bad Batch right now. Heavy. The Bad Batch. Fives. Clone Force 99, or just simply the Bad Batch, an elite specialized unit of clones that have genetic mutations that make them an effective unit. Echo joined them after an incident. They're here somewhere in the fleet. Heavy just smirks and gestures to one of the clones to come forward. Heavy. Fives, I want you to meet an old friend. Fives looks and sees an ARC trooper beside Heavy. Fives. Who are you? It's good to see you again. Fives. Heard Echo is now part of a squad named after me. Fives' eyes widen. Fives. Wait, 99. 99. Yup, it's me, all brand new. Fives. How is this possible? 99. Don't really know, to be honest, it's like what everyone said. We died and woke up here. Luckily I was able to recognize Heavy during all of this. Heavy. Yeah, didn't recognize 99 at first, but when he showed me the medal I gave him, I knew it was him. Droid Bait. Anyways, where's Echo? Is he on this ship? Fives. Actually he's in Commander Cody's cruiser, but I'll make sure to contact him. Cut up. You got that right. Domino Squad is back and better than ever. Back with John and Rex, they are speaking to Commander Cody in a holocall of the situation. John. So the Jedi have all went into hiding. Cody. Indeed they have, General. With the information regarding Skywalker's children, Master Yoda and Kenobi have decided to keep these children somewhere safe and away from the Empire's hands. As for Maul, the Jedi will keep watch over him. John. And the rest. Cody. Have plans to go into hiding. General Plo informed me it's best for them to finish the Padawans' training. We saved a lot of Jedi back at the temple and it's decided they'll keep them safe and away from Palpatine. No doubt he'll have men hunting for them. Rex. And where does that leave us? Cody. General Mundi informed us to find a suitable base, one that is far away from the Empire's reach. So far I have men searching the galaxy for any unknown system and so far I have nothing. John. But I do. They both look at John. John. Cody, gather all the commanders in a huge meeting in my ship. It's time I address them about my home. It's been a few minutes after John made the call. Inside his cruiser all of the commanders are in the hangar bay. Majority of the revived clones were all informed of the situation and were brought back to their specific units and were implemented with the Phase 2 armor. John is in the front of it all, as he stands on a crate and gets ready to address the troops. John. I hope you show up now, cause explaining this to them will be really difficult. All of the clones looked at him. John began speaking. John. Alright everyone, listen up. Due to some circumstances I found a suitable place for us to establish a base. This planet is far from the reaches of the Empire and isn't even in the map of the galaxy. It can serve as our main base. The planet's name is Remnant. My home. Rex. Wait, your home, sir? John. Yes, sighs, and now for a very long story about my past. John then began telling the story of how he got here, from his journey in Beacon, to his transcripts being revealed, the torment he received in Beacon, his death, and finally him being sent to Kamino and starting his journey in this galaxy. Safe to say all the clones were in an outrage when they heard what these people did to their leader. Some say they wanted to teach them a lesson and say that if they ended up in the planets in the galaxy, they won't even survive. Fox. No offense sir, but how would we know this Ohm is even here to help us? I mean, if he did talk to you, where is he right now? Ohm. Right here. All the clones jumped when they heard the voice. A figure appears in front of John. They all see he's hovering in the air. John. Everyone, I would like to introduce you all to Ohm. Ohm. Hello there. The clones were all shocked that the person that sent John here is standing right in front of them. Ohm. Now then, it's time I get to business. As you see here, I revived all of your Solideers, dating back to the first battle of Geonosis. I also decided to provide all of you with more equipment and ships for your journey to Remnant. Bakara. Wait, what about? Ohm. Don't worry, I made sure to remove the chips of all the clones I brought back. All the clones breathe a sigh of relief. Ohm. And I have this for you, John. As Ohm gave John some kind of small globe, he looks inside and sees a military base inside of it. Ohm. Once you establish a place in Remnant, open that up and a base big enough to house majority of the clone army will be placed on any location of your choosing. I will also provide you with a space station. Once you've reached the planet, you may use this. Ohm handed John the same small globe. Ohm. Now that's done, it's time I tell you about Remnant and all that's happened, as well as what you'll face once you arrive in that planet. As Ohm began telling them the history of Remnant, from aura, dust, semblances, Faunus, the Grim. Ohm also told them of the situation in Remnant, the Shadow War, the SDC, the White Fang, all the corruption in the kingdoms. He also told all the clone officers about both Ozpin and Salem's plans. Ohm wanted this war to end as it will never get anywhere and will cost more lives in the end. John felt angry about all of this. His team, his friends, his family were nothing but pawns in this war that Ozpin doesn't even have a way to win. He looks to his brothers and they know they will help save his home. Ohm. And before I leave John, here is a weapon that will kill Salem. This chest will open once it decides that Salem's time has come. So use it well, John. Ohm then hands John a case that holds the weapon to defeat Salem. Ohm. Until then, farewell John, and may the Force be with you. As Ohm disappears, Jaune then looks to all of his brothers. Jaune, alert all stations, we're heading to Remnant. In the planet of Remnant, it's quiet, you can see the broken moon in the distance. When all of a sudden, hundreds of cruisers jumped out of hyperspace. The clone army has arrived in Remnant. Jaune looks at the window from the bridge as he takes in that he's finally home. Crocia, sir, the men are waiting for you. Jaune nods and walks to the bridge where he is met with his 4 commanders, Cody, Rex, and now CT-411 nicknamed Pons, a clone commander that perished by the hands of a bounty hunter, now stands with them. Jaune then presents in the holotable a map of Vale. Jaune, alright, here's the plan, first we'll take the city of Vale and secure it. Cody, Rex, Pons, I want you to head to the city and eliminate all hostile forces in the area, anything that is a threat you take it out. Then my legion will head into Beacon and retake it from the White Fang, after that I'll head to the vault and secure the Fall Maiden. We'll have the 332nd infiltrate the ship and shut down the AKs. The Bad Batch alongside the newly reunited Domino Squad will assist you. Cody, I heard from Hunter that Crosshair is sitting this one out. They said that even if his inhibitor chip is gone he hasn't spoke to any of the guys, we have a squad keeping an eye on him. Jaune, good, and inform Commander Thorne to get a battalion of shock troopers ready. I want them to assist with the aftermath of the battle. Pons, what about the infiltrators? As Jaune now shows the info of the infiltrators, thanks to the knowledge given to him by Ohm. Jaune, from the info we have, these people have already infiltrated the school. Our option now is to shoot on sight and terminate them once and for all. Rex, and what of your headmaster Ozpin? Surely he would use us as pawns for his war. Jaune, that he will, but I won't help him. I will do this my way, without his help and his inner circle. The 3 commanders all nod. Jaune, alright then men, let's get to work. This is the end of part 1 of this new What If. I hope you guys like it. Don't forget to leave a comment down below and subscribe to my channel.